Hello guys, so it's been a while and welcome back to my practicing English video. Today, it's been a while that I didn't talk in English in, how to say that, like, berkelanjutan. And I feel a bit nervous. Anyway, I just washed my hair. That's why it looks messy and also like wet. Anyway, today's topic is about relationships and teenager things. So yeah, it's really, like, this is a very interesting topic for me, and also I can maybe talk more fluent, and because I really like to talk about relationships and teenager things. And yeah, maybe it's also like you guys can enjoy it because we are a teenager, maybe. Okay, let's start with the first question. What does having a first crush feels like? Actually, my first crush is when I'm still in elementary school, and he's my senior, like 1 year older than me, and yeah, I just like him. I don't really have a specific interaction, and I don't really close with him, so we just like a friend. We don't really like talk, and just like a normal friend, we just know each other. And then yeah, I just saw him, and I really I don't know how I just like to see him because he's really cute in that era, and yeah, we have no interaction. So what does it feels like? I don't really remember because that's a long time ago, like maybe around 10 years ago. And I can say that my first crush is not really fun memories because we don't have interaction, and I just like impression. I just no, I don't know how to say it, but yeah. And it feels like just saying a person that you really like, but you don't have any interaction. How does it feels like? It feels like being a fan. It's like, yeah, And anyway, he's not really my type. In oh wait, like when I was a kid, I know that that person is really cute, really handsome, and really interesting to be my crush. That right now, when I remember about that era, I just realized that, oh, he's not a really good person that I can have feeling to, because he just having a good looking but don't have any really good personality. So yeah. Next question. How do teenagers easily show they like someone? How do teenagers usually show they like someone? In my opinion, in my POV. Oh my god, it's really embarrassing. Okay, in my opinion, in my perspective, in this era, when I like someone, maybe I just like, I'm not the person who really like to do the first move. So if I like someone, but they don't, but they never ever text me or having like or doing the first move. So yeah, there's nothing happened. Even if I really like him. Because yeah, I just not that kind of person. So, but that person was doing something like a first move and text me first, or doing like interaction like really cute, and I was like, I will respond them. I'll respond them, and like the same, and I have to show them that I have an interest to them, but not really too much. Because if we show that we really, really have an interest to a guy, that would be such a jerk. So we just need to do like mixing signals. So, and also I really, if I, how to say that? If I am like someone, I don't really like texting like all the time, 24/7, or like just telling him that where am I, like where am I doing, and what the fuck is wrong with my life. I mean, like, they're not that important if even if I like him. So yeah, and I also have to show that I'm a busy person. I have my own life. So if that person showing me that they are such how to say that, a positive person, I was like, that will reduce my interest to you. So yeah, the point is I would not do the first move. If that person is doing the first move, I'll respond them, and I have to also show them that I have in my own life, and they have to respect me. If they don't respect me, that will reduce my interest. Okay? Okay, the next question. Is it better to focus on friendships or relationships during teenage years? So sorry to say, but if we're still a teenager, like under 20s, we have to focus on friendship. Why? Because, oh wait, sorry. Because how to say that? So sorry, I'm gonna explain Indonesia a bit because I'm struggling with my English. Okay, karena masih jauh banget gitu untuk menggapai um that that apa ya, that moment gitu loh, and that serious and focused relationship. So I mean, like, we just need to focus on friendship because, bro, teenager life is not always about relationships. I mean, like, that's also like if you like someone and you want to date with that person, just like dating him, but you also need to um to tetap harus berteman baik sama orang-orang gitu. Cause if you're breaking with your fucking guy, you will lose your friend if you were being so if you were avoiding them while you're having that relationship with that boy. So relationships with friendships with another is also important. Like, no matter it's a girl or a boy, you also have to um untuk menginiin apa sih, Mal, untuk memperbaiki, untuk menjalin hubungan baik secara pertemanan ya dengan orang lain gitu. Cause I mean, like, even if you're already married, you're not gonna bergantung with your husband. You also need someone else. You also need people's helps. So friendships is more important than relationships in teenagers era. That's my opinion. But if you think that relationships is more important, so yeah, we have an opposite answer. Okay, the fourth question. Why do some teens feel pressured to date? Okay, I mean, like, I don't really know them because this is just like my perspective. Why? It's because sometimes, I don't know, but I just like most of boys that I've ever met is such a jerk. So, like, they're not enough to talk with one girls. So sometimes all the boys is don't want to be in their relationships, but they're doing like they're a girl and boyfriend. I don't know what to say. Like they are close. They don't have any official relationships, but they're doing like they're having a relationships because a guy just wants to close with not only one girl. That's the fact. So I mean, like most of the girls is don't want to or feel pressured to in a date. It's because all of the guys just like a so yeah. It's actually I'm not gonna blame all of the guy in the world because I still believe if there is like a good one, so I'm like you just haven't find the right person to be in a date. Udah, males. Next, how does social media change the way teens flirt or connect? How does social media change the way teens flirt or connect? Eh, oh my damn, I don't get it. Just I'm gonna skip it because I don't know how to answer, and I also don't get the point. So skip. Next, what makes a relationship healthy, and what makes it toxic? This is really fun. Okay, the first thing is when your partner doesn't respect your own life. You get me? It's when your partner is always want you guys to text you all the time to inform you that what happened in their life. I mean, like you already got your own life, and not 24/7 is your partner's. How to say that? Gak seminggu dalam hidup kalian itu adalah waktu untuk kalian talking with your partner. I like that's important. Communication is important, but not all the time. You have to texting and inform your partner. You also have to enjoy your life, man. And if that person is starting to don't respect your own life, your boundaries, you're in a toxic relationship. The second, it's when partner is always and always um not allowed you or melarang tuh apa ya? Ya pokoknya ketika mereka tuh sering ngelarang-ngelarang kamu like what the hell? Who the fuck you are? You're not even my parents. I know that sometimes they're yang dilarang tuh kadang emang bener gitu loh. But I mean like I also care about myself. I also know what should I didn't do. Do you think that I'm still a fucking baby that you always need to suruh-suruh gitu? The hell? I already got my fucking brain. Okay? So, yeah. The first one is when the person doesn't respect your own life, your boundaries, or something like that. And the second one is yang suka melarang-larang. Really hate it. Oh yeah, ini masih berhubungan sama yang nomor dua. Is like when the person is always mad when you're talking to another gender, eh, to the opposite gender. Bro, life is not about you. Our life is not only about you. Okay? We also need to interact, to having relation with another gender. I mean, like, if bukan dalam bentuk relationships gitu loh, kayak sebagai teman gitu ya sih. Teman tuh nggak cuman with your only, bukan kayak they got me. I really hate it when the people or my partner is starting to talking like, why do you talk to them? I don't like it when you talk to them, when you interact with them. Like, the hell? Okay, next. I mean, like, there's so many, but I can't think about it right now because it's already like 16 minutes. I also have to finish my paper, and yeah, I just need to take in a few minutes. So, setelahnya aku bakal ngerjain tugas. How do parents' rules affect teenager dating? Um, I don't know how to answer it, but it's really, really sangat berpengaruh ya. It's really, really fat. Cause pokoknya um, didikan orang tua, peraturan orang tua itu bakal ngaruh ke seluruh cakupan hidup si remaja tersebut sampai dia tua bahkan. Jadi ya gitu, in my opinion. But I don't really know about that because aku masih teenager gitu ya. I don't really understand about parenting. So next, can long distance relationships really work for teenagers? It's really it's really, really funny when I know about people like in the same age as me and they have a relationship, long distance relationship. Like, how could you know that your partner is talking to another guy, or your partner is already have partner, like you are the other woman or you are the other man, or that partner is having the other woman or the other man? You don't know about that. Especially when you're still a teenager, like under 20s. Because we're still a label. Labil, kita masih labil banget. Kayak, I'm not gonna lie that if I having a long distance relationship with person, I will also looking for a guy that can accompany me all the time in my city, in my region. That's, I'm not gonna lie. So even if I don't have a relationship with the guy that always accompany me, but I was looking for the person, the guy that can accompany me, that can you know, so we can meet. Because it's really boring when we have a relationship with the person in another region with us. You're just texting each other, calling each other, and you're falling in love. How did it be? You don't even know their personality. Like, you don't know how they will treat you in real life. That can't be. And I don't really think that it works. So next, what is the hardest part about a breakup at this age? What is the hardest part about a breakup at this age? So this is, I never dating, so I've never break up. Also, I don't have an ex. I've never ever in this situation, but maybe I can like feeling it because even if I've never ever dating, but I've ever close with person and we don't have a officially relationships, what it's really hard is, what the fuck? But the hardest part about it is when you usually talking with them or texting with them like not 24/7 but like almost um like the hardest part is when you usually texting him, but after that happened you can't, and it's really hard when you starting to usually calling him before you sleep, and that's the hardest part. Like before you sleep you're always thinking about him, like but yeah, if you're in that situation you have to focusing on your life, you have to make him of more friends, pokoknya kayak gitu, and you have to think about how worth it you are, so you're not gonna spend a lot of time to think about it and yeah, overthink. That's and the last question: why is self-love more important before starting a relationship? you know this is fucking important, the most important of before you're having a relationships. Why? Because if you're starting a relationships before you love yourself, you'll be such a fucking idiot in that situation, in that relationships. Your partner could be uh doesn't respect you, but you still like you're still thinking like, oh, it's okay, I can that's like normal. I don't say that, kayak kamu tuh gampang buat memaafkan dia gitu loh. Because you don't know how worth it you are. You don't know how glammy, how big you are. So before you starting a relationships, you better love yourself. So that can reduce kayak how to say that? Kayak bakal, I don't know how to explain, but that's really important because oh yeah, I know how to explain, like when your partner is doing something unrespectful to you, you can say that kayak kamu tuh nggak cuman diem aja gitu loh, you can like also uh, kadang kadang tuh ada orang yang kayak disrespectfully sama partnernya, tapi mereka tuh kayak diem aja atau kayak menormalisasi hal tersebut, like the hell gitu. Jadi itu akan mengurangi hal-hal yang merendahkan kalian, tapi kalian tetap kayak setuju sama hal-hal itu atau kayak malah membiarkan. To say like oh the hell is really struggling with talking in English. So yeah, I mean like it's already 23 minutes. I mean it's enough. And thank you for listening or not listening, like watching my video while I'm practicing my speaking skills. Really glad that you still watching me until this minute. So thank you guys. Hope you can enjoy your life. You can achieve what you want, your dreams, and I don't know. Well, if I watch it in the future, like I already succeed in the future, I would really, really love it myself because my English is still bad. While in the future, my English is such like fucking native language. My bodo amat. Bye.